Okay. I was supposed to record this video a long time ago. But, work, family, people got shit to do, adult life. But, you know me, I always like to put my thought, well, I guess I don't like to put my thought, I always like to have a clear understanding about what's going on, around, not just not going on in my life, but in the world, period. And I know it's easier for people not to talk about what's going on in the world. It's easier just to ignore it, be blind to it, stuff like that. But right now, this is not the time to be quiet. Like this is not the time to ignore or be blind at what's going on in the world. Like right now, we need to figure out what's the next game plan going to be. Cause we got a lot of shit popping off, a lot popping off, you know, and we gotta come up with a game plan pretty soon. We gotta come up with a game plan pretty soon. Um, the only reason why I say that, not because I'm I'm in fear about what's gonna happen, what's happening, because I already been mentally prepared about what next chaos that's gonna happen in the world. You know, I feel like you always gotta be mentally prepared, like especially like it doesn't matter if you don't have a family, if you do have a family, like you always have to be mentally prepared what's going to happen in life, so you can take the blow. And all of the future events that are going on in the world is something that definitely people need to pay attention to and be prepared for. And the reason why I say that, because we got to make sure that we keep our kids safe, you know. We have to make sure that we keep each other safe because we're supposed to be, the United States. And I'm pretty sure the last couple of decades we haven't been in the United States for like a very long time. We've been going through a lot of bad. I won't say a lot of negative events these last couple of decades with a lot of hate and just backstabbing and just greed going on behind the curtains and stuff like that. You know, but everybody's too busy living their life. Everybody's too busy trying to be famous on social media, try to be a famous singer or a famous writer, whatever they try to do. People try to do something to make it. 'Cause, like especially like how inflation is going and how about taxes, like the taxes and everything. Like it's getting bad. It's getting bad. And especially like I said, like especially if you have a family, even if you don't have a family, just pretty much just try to live. Period. It's just hard in America. Period. Especially if you live in California. Especially if you live in California, it's hard. And we got a lot of events going on. A lot of events going on, and a lot of people are probably confused. And some people probably do understand and catching on what's really popping off. There's probably some people are really fucking confused. They're probably running around here like a bunch of chickens with their head cut off. Or please believe it. Or they have some made up delusional idea in their mind. They feel like it makes sense that's what's happening, or they're just playing the blame game. It's something that's not pointing to having the understanding of what's really going on. And honestly, what's really going on, you gotta think about it. Look at all the history that well, let's say this. Think about all that false history that we were taught in high school about how America was the big savior, the big superhero. America is supposed to be Superman, you know, the hero for the people. But when you grow up and you find out the truth, and like it's crazy too, because like parents, we need to do our job and make sure we really understand our history so we can teach our kids right. Like even if it's not our kids, we need to make sure that we're teaching and educating the youth right. We need to make sure we are educating our family members. We need to make sure we're educating our friends, our partner. That way we can have an understanding, so we all can be one. Because honestly, we all know America wasn't teaching everybody to really be together. America was just being America. doing what they need to do to survive. It doesn't matter what the fuck, they don't give a fuck happens, but they're gonna do whatever they need to do to have power to survive. But in the history we're taught as kids, America is a Superman. America's our protector. But what's happened is all those people that they did wrong, all those different races that did wrong, all the other countries that they bullied and fucking manipulated and using them as a puppet. They're tired of being a puppet to America. They're tired of keeping America's dirty secrets. They're tired of bearing out America when they feel like they know exactly what they're talking about, but they fucking don't. But we have a lot of people in the world that still support the government, but say they want a people government, but we can't be united to even have our own people government. But instead of try to fix it, they're not trying to fix it to people because people are too busy trying to backstab each other. People are too busy trying to backstab each other for clout, for money, for power. Wherever their hidden agenda is, people are so selfless now, like in this decade, it's crazy that they don't give a fuck. They don't care if it's their loved ones. They don't give a fuck if it's a partner. They don't care if their kids. Like, American people are really taught American people, like, oh, if you want to be somebody, you already know you have to do. You have to sacrifice everybody around you to be that number one person. And even when you're that number one person, there's other people who are number one are going to still want to take your spot because you're number one. So think about that. Think about that. You're number one. You snake everybody in the back to be number one, to have all that clout, to have all that money, to have all that power, and you're still gonna be in competition with other people because they're not happy because you're number one in your own division, and they want to be number one in your division. Come on, make it make sense. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people sit up here, I deal with a lot of trolls. I do. I deal with a lot of trolls. And when I break shit down like this is where a lot of people get mad. Oh, you're just talking on your neck. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Really? Really? After everything we see that's going on in the world right now, really? Do you really think I'm lying, or you just choosing not to face the truth? Because right now, in this generation we're in right now, they're getting taught to ignore the problem, be blind to it, and act like it doesn't exist. And they're all that the same shit, but they're just teaching them different techniques that's ignore problems instead of stepping up and fixing those problems. And America they could have fixed a lot of their mistakes, but they choose not to. And we all know, everybody who really got a lot of common sense, a lot of people that really understand knows that America is arrogant. We know America is a bully. They're a bully. America's a big bully. They bully to get oil, they bully to get gold, they bully to get diamonds from Africa. Every state they went with, they never really treated the other countries like friends. They treat them like their bitch. America was a pimp, and they're a pimp in other countries. And as soon as the other country try to say something, then we got America be like, oh, we're going to say nukes to your fucking country. Shut up. And what you expect these other countries to do? Like, well, fuck. But, like, at the same time, these other countries were being manipulated by America anyway because, what a pimp does? A pimp is sitting up there telling all their hoes a bunch of different lies, act like, oh, you're number one, but you're not. But at the same time, you cause division because all the other hoes think they're number one, so now they're all fighting each other because they feel like they're number one. That's pretty much what America did to the other countries. America was the big pimp. China, Russia, France, all of them, Africa, India. That's America's hoes, and that's how they treat them. Now, like I said, I tell people, like, you don't believe in karma? You don't believe in bad energy when you do bad shit? Like, some people don't understand. Like, I don't understand why so much bad stuff is happening to me. Why? Stop putting yourself in negative fucking situations. Stop doing negative shit to fucking people, and you won't have negative fucking effects come back to you. Be humble. Talk to God. If you don't talk to God, talk to somebody. Humble yourself. Don't sit here and just act like you have all the fucking answers. Don't sit here and act like that you can treat other people or say shit to other people or do what the fuck you want just because you think you know it all. You think you got the power. No. Because motherfuckers can lose powers real quick. Real quick. So it doesn't matter. But it's just karma coming back to America. That's all it is. They raped and almost killed all the Indians. It took almost all their resources. They're fucking beating up on the fucking Africans, stealing their diamonds, making them slaves and shit and everything else. I'm like, they beat up on the Irish, the Chinese, the Hispanics. All right, America abused every single different race that was out there. And every single different race you talk to can tell you that, oh, American person fucking called me a racist word. American person jumped me. I'm not gonna lie, other countries done shit to their self before, but not the shit that fucking America has done. No. No. I feel like other country has a limit. And some of the stuff they do in their own country, it might be extreme. But think about it. That's their country, you know? What the fuck they choose to do in their country, that's what they choose to do in their country. If America would treat other countries more as an equal and really teach the world how to be United States again, we wouldn't have this fucking issue with war and all this other shit going on. We wouldn't have issues with homelessness. We wouldn't have issues with fucking taxes and inflation and all this shit. People wouldn't be fucking struggling just to live a fucking life in America. If America would teach people how to be real American, teach people how to really love each other. Y'all already know, I keep this shit real. I deal with this shit on a daily fucking basis. And motherfuckers are threatening me, motherfuckers will talk bad about me, all this shit, and think that I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Nah, we don't fucking do that shit. You don't think our people was a fucking slave long enough to sit here and be pretend free right now to let other people just fucking sit down and just put dirt on your name and just treat you any kind of way or just talk to you any kind of fucking way just because they feel like they can? Nah, you gotta be fucked up. We don't do that shit. I was raised that way. And like I say this shit all the time. I'm not the perfect role model. I'm not the perfect person. But at least at the end of the motherfucking day, I have understanding. I know what the fuck is really popping off. And I'm never gonna do none of that fake ass shit. But we got karma coming back to America. That's all it is. And we gotta learn how to be united again so we can fix these issues. Not just for ourselves, for our kids. These kids are innocent in this world, and they're about to take backlash for the fucking adults that couldn't get their shit together and be adults and be civilized. Now our kids are about to take a backlash to karma because, us adults kept shit going because we didn't stop it. Because pride, arrogance is always a person's downfall. That's what's going on right now. America always been about their pride and their arrogance, always. And now they're getting their payback for it. And now they're sad. Ain't shit you can do about it. What do you think is gonna happen? Sooner or later, karma's gonna come get you, no matter what. It doesn't matter. Karma don't have a fucking time. When karma wanna come get you, karma's gonna come get you. Period. Whatever doesn't kill you, make you stronger. You get over that shit, keep pushing, keep grinding, keep doing what you need to do. Stay humble, thank God every day, and keep pushing. That's all you can do. Like I said, I know some people don't believe in religion, whoever you believe in, who you think or whatever power you believe in, thank that power everything. Thank that power every day. Even as a family member, you feel like that look over you, make sure you thank that family member. Thank all the family members that look over you right now that's keeping you safe from with other energies or entities that's going on in this world that we can't see. Like, cause we're not just out here fighting a battle by ourselves. We're fighting with somebody. Somebody's helping us out. Somebody's protecting us. Somebody's protecting us. Somebody has our back in these tough times. You know. So don't always feel like you're alone. You're not alone. You might tell yourself in your head you're alone, but you're not alone. But I'm like, I seen this shit happening. I see this shit happening. I'll always post a video while I see shit popping off in America and the reason why. Or even if it's just an event going on in a different state or a different country. But it's karma coming back to America, you know. And I told you, I gave you all the proof. Everything I told you in this video, you cannot say is a lie. You know, because everything before I speak anything into any videos or post anything, I do my research. I do my research. Trust me, I do my research. I knew sooner or later the dollar's going to die because America's greedy. They kept on just pushing out money, knowing that we owe other countries money. But at the end of the day, knowing that America can easily just clear everybody's debts and we can just be balanced, then let's start off fresh and let's get back to being united again. But no, like I said, America's good on pride and ego. So we just kept on printing on money, and now we fucked ourselves off into a debt that's too much. Then we got, I ain't gonna lie, the shit started popping off when Trump was in the White House. People, I already know. I'll go fuck you, fuck Trump. I don't care. But at the end of the day, people not paying attention to shit. When Trump is in the White House, he was buddy with fucking Putin. They're always together. You don't think that Trump didn't know Putin had this shit going on? You don't think Trump had this shit planned out? Trump thought he was coming back, but Trump got caught up because he was doing too fucking much. It's not a conspiracy about what the fuck Trump was doing. It's not. We know his family history. We know how these niggas. We know how they get down. We know how they get down. We know it. But we need to see the truth. Stop acting like the truth is not there. He was buddy with Putin. He was always with Putin. He knew Putin's game plan. Like I said, Trump was supposed to come back, but it didn't happen because he got caught up doing too much. I feel like other people knew exactly what's going to pop off. Everybody in the government knew it was going to pop off. That's the reason why they pushed Trump to the side. Like, no, if he come back, something ugly is going to pop off. But you know, people always like to blame the president. Oh, it's the president. It's the president. Oh, yeah, it's the president's fault. The president is just a puppet. He's just a fucking puppet. All right, y'all don't pay attention in school. Y'all know who passed all the bills and the laws in America. All right, come on now. The president's a puppet. He don't have no power. He's there for show. That's all. That's it. We know who all passed the law: the Senate, the Congress, Supreme Court. We know who all passed the bills. Come on, we went to school. Have an understanding. But it's funny though. A lot of people gonna sit there and bypass Trump being so racist to Haiti, being so racist to Mexico, being so racist to so many different races around America. But you say that's a president to be proud of? Come on now. Trump knew all this stuff was popping off. Trump is only reason why Trump is throwing the fit because he know what Russia's planning to do and he want to be part of it. Trump was setting up America to kill the dollar off when he was in the White House. He knew what Putin was going to do. He was already going to convince the people to kill off the dollar to come to this new currency with Russia. They know they want to go back to gold. He know that China want to go back to gold. Why do you think he was so buddy with Putin? Trump, the person that pretty much hates everybody but use everybody so he can stay rich. There's a reason why he was buddy buddy with Putin. And then you're like, oh, Joe Biden's a terrible president. Joe Biden's a terrible president. Why? Could he put a lot of black people in charge? Really, that's the big thing right there. That's the big thing right there. A lot of people got upset when Joe Biden started putting a lot of black people in charge. That when everybody got something to say. Like, how dare you? How dare you? But we supposed to be living in America that we're free. But we still got racism popping off that big. And now that everybody want to turn on Joe Biden because they feel like it's his fault that everything's going on in the world and stuff like that. Like Trump, they had no hands in the cookie jar when all this shit was going down. Now they've been poisoning Joe Biden, making him look like a dummy. We all know. Everybody that pay attention, like a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people want to ignore what's really popping off. But when Joe Biden was with Obama, he was perfectly fine. When Joe Biden started his term as president, he was perfectly fine. And once or two later on, people started giving him a bunch of backlash because Putin kept on going with the plan without Trump. And they wanted to start turning it back on Joe Biden like it's his fault that everything was going on, like Trump had it in plan when he was in the White House already. So now they're poisoning Joe Biden. Now they got him looking like he's senile, he's stupid, he's dumb. Because how can you be in Congress so long for all the years that Joe Biden be there, then all of a sudden now you just deteriorate in health just like that? Now your health now you got special needs. How did that happen? Because I thought for sure as a president, they're supposed to make sure the president's health is good. How did the president's health go from good to terrible from being the president that's supposed to be our leader? He getting poisoned. They're poisoning him. And that's why Kamala Harris has been saying, oh, Vice President Joe Biden, because she's going to take over and be the president. So they're saying, fuck it. We haven't had a woman president before. And plus, she's black. Hey, this is your chance. Take your time right now. Because they're going to be done with Joe. They're done with Joe. They've been poisoning him up. He looked like he had special needs. And he wasn't like that before. Ain't no man in Congress that been there that long with all the intelligence, with good health for that long, all of a sudden become president, then now he's sick. Come on, pay attention. Pay attention. Read between the lines. Now Kamala Harris is going to take over and be the first female president. They'll tell her, I'm pretty sure they'll tell her, like, we're done with Joe. We know Trump is coming back in the new elections. He's been on low plotting his comeback. Plotting his comeback. That's the reason why he didn't get arrested. He's using all his power to come back so he can come join the team with Putin and China and everybody else so he can get part of that money. And remember, people act like I said, people act like they don't pay attention to the facts. Remember, when Trump was in the White House, he used American tax money to get his hotels out of debt. But y'all okay with that? Oh, here, Trump, use my money to get yourself out of debt even though I'm in debt. That shit is crazy. But, it's crazy because people ignore the big truth and want to believe in big lies. But they talk about, oh, we really try to make America great. Are you? Or you just try to benefit what you can get from wherever a little scam or hustle or little sneaky deals that they're trying to do. Because that's pretty much what it looked like. Because if you really want to make America great, we all should be right now holding hands, singing a happy-ass song, being the United States. But I don't see that shit happening. So how the fuck y'all trying to make America great? But like I said, like right now, they're treating Joe Biden as like he's a villain. So they're going to change up the whole story. They go give Kamala Harris her time to shine. Like, go ahead, use this time when you can, cause motherfucker, you never gonna get a chance again. So you better be a good president while you can, while you in here, before you get kicked the fuck out. We know that's what's popping off. But the other countries are just tired of being America's puppets. That's all it is. America's just tired of being the other countries just tired of being America's puppets. You know, they're just tired of getting bullied. Oh, I don't blame them. Like these other countries used to, like, we got two countries that are fighting with each other for generations, are buddies now. If that's not tell you that America have fucked up, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to tell you. We got other countries that used to be our allies are buddy with each other. And the funny thing is, a lot of these countries used to fucking fight and kill each other every generations. Now they're friends. You know why? Because they're tired of getting pimped by America. If we want to do better, we need to speak the real. We need to speak the truth, and we need to be united again. We need to be united again for our kids. We need to be united again for the new youth that's coming up, so they can get taught the correct history, get taught the right way how this country needs to be ran, and how to be treated. Because all us elders, we only got so much time left on this earth before we gone. That our kids take over and their kids take over. We gotta make sure that our kids are right. Stop fucking playing around and stop doing this negative shit. And let's get our kids back on positivity. Let's get the world back on positivity, and let's be united again. All that power, all that money, all that clout that everybody chases for is not that serious. It's not that serious. Because you know what? Because at the end of the day, you can't take that shit with you when you die. So what's the point? But I just want to do my video. I just want to do my thought what's popping off in the world. It's getting bad. The dollar finna die. Motherfuckers go out to start stacking up on gold. We're pretty much, this war might pop off if America don't get their shit together. And it's not gonna be no Joe Biden fault. It's not gonna be no, Trump has a little blame into it, because whatever conversation he was having with Putin on the low, and y'all let that motherfucker slide, was obviously this was the plan. And now we're looking stupid. Cause nobody want to tell the truth. Not no social media, not no news, not no government. We just sit here and just keep eating lies, instead of standing up and fixing the issue we need to fix. If we really want the government people to come back, we need to be united. Stop hating each other. And what's the whole point? Hating each other for what? The past is supposed to be in the past. We're supposed to be united people again. Stop hating other people because they're different. Stop hating other people because of their race. Stop hating other people because they don't think the same way you think. There's nothing wrong to agree to disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. Be happy and let's raise our kids the right way, how they need to be raised, and let's be united again. Because this world might blow the fuck up, and do you really want your last time to be on Earth to have regrets because you don't want to fix your mistakes, because your pride, your arrogance? Think about that shit. But y'all know who it is, the one and only King Swagger in the building. I'm gone.